Hello, everybody, and welcome to another one of my World Cup watch-alongs. This time for the semi-final against Argentina and Croatia, the first of the semi-finals. We're finally here in the latter stages of the tournament, which means we're not far away from the restart of the Premier League, which I'm sure everybody's excited about. But first, we must find out who the world champions are for 2022. This will be an intriguing one. Both very, very patriotic nations who fight for every ball. You have to give Argentina the edge because they've got the better players, but certainly Croatia have a team that has just proved everybody wrong in 2 World Cups in a row now. Could it be another France-Croatia final? Or could the surprise package of the tournament, Morocco, make it all the way to the showpiece? I haven't got long to find out now. Modric, just what a sensational career he's had. Haneef will be along later in the show to join me to analyse and give our opinions. Let me see. If you could please like, share, and subscribe, and get involved in the chat. Nothing much has happened so far. Is Messi finally going to win a World Cup? Ronaldo would really hate that, wouldn't he? What's that kind of like? Hopefully this doesn't go all the way to extra time penalties, because that'll be a long night for a watch-along. From about 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it's a bit much, isn't it? Croatia in their chain strip tonight, I see. Argentina in their regular light blue and white stripes. Desai in the crowd there. The Argentina fans travel in heavy numbers, don't they? No matter where in the world the World Cup is. In South America, they're just so passionate about their country. I always prefer to kind of someone to converse with, really, in these shows, rather than doing this on my own. Hopefully we get an early goal here. But I imagine it's going to be tight and potentially could go all the way to penalties. Let's see. Good evening, Solo 7. You hoping Croatia get the win? Interesting. Why is that? Why do you prefer Croatia to Argentina? A lot of possession here for Argentina, just kind of knocking around the halfway line. You see Croatia set up, it seems to be a bank of 5 and a bank of 4. I could definitely see this being a draw in 19 minutes. As a United fan, I just don't want Messi to win the World Cup. Right? To be honest with you, I'm not that loyal to Ronaldo anymore. I kind of love to see his reaction to Messi win the World Cup. But I'm not really that bothered either way. One thing's for sure, we're probably not going to have Varane and Martinez back until the Nottingham Forest game. Everyone else surely should be fit and available for the Burnley game in the Carabao Cup. Unless Ten Hag decides to give them an extra rest. But I don't anticipate our first choice centre backs will be back until at least New Year's Eve now. Let me see. Nothing much happened so far. There's a lot of players with face masks in this tournament. Who do you think United might bring in January as a striker? Obviously, we could be in the market for a right back as well, but probably Tupeardi will be a striker. It's a wee bit dark outside. That needs some power. Brightness has been turned down. That's more like it. Come on, give me some goals to talk about. Even a shot on target. So many players, so many big names where it's their final World Cup. Obviously, on show here today is Messi, Perisic, Modric. you wouldn't expect any of them to come back for the World Cup in USA, Mexico, Canada in 2026. No, to be honest, I didn't think Modric and Perisic would be playing this World Cup. But I think playing as an outfield player in your 40s might be a step too far. Pepe is bound to be the oldest goal scorer in World Cup history. At 39, 39 in 10 months, I think Pepe is. He scored the other night. If there's someone older than that who scored in the World Cup, please let me know. Certainly not Ronaldo, who's going to have the record anyway. Possession now for the Croats. DC challenge from Romero. Fully committed as you'd expect. I really don't understand this manager of Argentina. I don't understand why he doesn't favour Lisandro Martinez. Like he played him as part of a back three. I think he started him on the group games, but that's it. Otamendi's basically been a mainstay, and he's, in my opinion, he's the weakest of the centre halves that Argentina have. Was never a big fan of him, and now at 34, he's past his peak. Makes a lot of mistakes. I don't know how Martinez would not be first choice for any team, given what I've seen of him this season at Manchester United. For me, I would be picking Romero and Martinez together all day long. It took this manager a while to put Enzo Fernandez and Julian Alvarez into the team, which he should have done from the start. There's a younger, fresher look about the Argentina team now, but still, Otamendi over Martinez. Can anyone work that one out? Messi goes down on the edge of the area. Referee not interested. It'd be interesting to see a replay of that one. Croatian players were adamant that he dived. Damn it, we're only 13 minutes in and I need a glass of water. Corner for Croatia. Modric at the centre of things as always. Where does he get the energy from? Header from the corner goes well wide. From Dejan Lovren, the former Liverpool player. He also was not a centre back that I've ever rated that highly. Emilio Martinez is such a snide as well. So many of these players are prepared to win at all costs on both sides, but mostly Argentina. Wouldn't be surprised if there was a red card tonight. Let's see. No, well read. Croatia back in possession again. Out to the left hand side again. Early ball in, but that was poor. Are there fans that stay for the whole month during the World Cup? Because I can only imagine how expensive that would be, no matter what country the World Cup's in. And you'd have to become probably more than a month off work as well. I don't really know how that's even doable. And Croatia, definitely the better team in the last 5 minutes. Got another free kick. Kovacic ball down near the centre circle. Yeah, Croats have definitely been on top in the last 5 or 10 minutes. After Argentina probably started off the better team on the front foot. Sustained period of possession now for the Croatians. Argentina won it back. Probably people out there are still disappointed that this is not Argentina against Brazil. With so many surprises in this World Cup. Have Argentina ever played Brazil in the World Cup, incidentally? You'd think so. World Cup's been going since 1930. Them two always qualify. But generally, they're on the other half of the draw, and one of them gets knocked out before the final. But surely at some point they must have met. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you can answer that question. Oh, mistake there. Has there been a shot on goal yet after nearly 23 minutes? I don't think so. Come on, give me something to talk about. The game so far just involved a lot of possession around the centre of the pitch. Another forward ball cut out. And now pass back. Messi coming very deep to receive the ball again. Rodrigo de Paul. Oh, nice ball in behind there. Good effort. Easy save for the goalkeeper in the end. Finally a shot on target though. boring, if I'm honest. It's competitive, but I mean nothing's happened so far. We've had one shot outside the box that was easily saved by the goalkeeper. Argentina is certainly on top again in terms of the possession. Oh, but Messi dispossessed. Oh, lovely turn there. Ah, brilliant play. Free kick there for Croatia. Who do you think's going to win this? Let me know in the comments. You expecting extra time penalties? I kind of am, but I hope not because I don't want to be here for 3 hours. Yeah, that's been the only highlight of the game so far. Was it going in? I think it was going to hit the post. Free kick, really good position here for Croatia. I wouldn't be taking a shot from here. I would be crossing that in, get the centre halves on the end of it. Modric's going to cross it. No. Hit it away. The counter attack on here. Oh, good defending by. What's up, Modric? You get back there. Unbelievable. Taking the free kick at one end and playing the role of right back at the other end in a matter of seconds. And he's about 37. Is that what age he is now? Incredible longevity. Centre midfield is probably the toughest position to play when you're getting on in age. You could play as a centre half or centre forward into your mid 30s, and you can play as a goalkeeper to your 40. But to play as a midfielder at the top level, you're 37 and you still stand out. That's incredible. A club like Real Madrid want to continue to keep you on year after year. It's just something as well. And they're a team that just wins Champions League after Champions League. So we're coming up to the half an hour mark and still not much has happened. Not completely unexpected though. So what's your thoughts on the game so far? Let me know in the comments. Pretty boring, isn't it? Game needs a goal. Chance here for Croatia though. Perisic. Got an audacious chip there over Martinez, but I don't think that was really on, was it? The keeper was on his line. Oh, Argentina in here. No. Oh, did not get enough power on that, and it's easily cleared off the line. But there's a yellow card here for Lovren, so I assume a penalty's been given. I have to have a look at that again, but it seems as if the keeper's given away a penalty. He's yeah. Well, VAR, I certainly have a look at it. The Croatians certainly don't think it was a penalty. Kovacic is going to the book as well as the goalkeeper. Now, let's get a look at this. Yeah, it looks like a penalty. Yeah, I think he trips him there with his right foot. Their knees seem to have come together. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be overturned. So, Messi again, he scored a few penalties at this World Cup, including the shootout against Holland, but he did miss one in the group stage, didn't he? So it's not guaranteed that he'll score. Surely he won't do the Panenka again in the same tournament, but you wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, he's missed 5 of his 27 penalties for Argentina. So the odds are he scored, but you wouldn't be too shocked if it was saved. Emilio Martinez can't watch. Yeah, that's an emphatic penalty. No keeper saving that. He smashed it into the top right hand corner. So, finally a goal. That's another Messi penalty. And Messi still on course to win his maiden World Cup. Much to the annoyance of all the Ronaldo fanboys. Yeah, you've got to say that's a penalty. Yeah, the goalkeeper does take him down there. It's the Croatians might argue that it was just a coming together, or that he ran into the goalkeeper's leg. But yeah, his right leg was outstretched to keeper. So yeah, there's no way the VAR is going to overturn that. But I do think it was sort of like a coming together rather than a deliberate trip. But I suppose you still have to give the penalty in that situation. Let me know what you think, guys, in the comments. Do you think it was a penalty? Or do you think it was a controversial one? Peter Walton's on again. Can't wait to hear his opinion. Can't really hear him. What did Walton say? Not that I don't care that much. I still think Croatia will equalise in this game. They always do. Just got a text there saying that's how to take a penalty, Harry Kane. That's a bit of a low blow. Let me know what you think so far, guys. Get in the comments and let me know. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Croatia coming forward now, looking for the equaliser, as you'd expect. Yeah, I think Argentina will definitely need a second goal because Croatians always score. The Mask of Zorro is back again tonight. This time he's playing for Croatia. Yeah, vast majority of the crowd are Argentinian, just like a wee Croatian pocket behind the goal where Messi scored penalty. But yeah, that's not unexpected. The Argentinians always travel in big numbers. And Croatia is only a nation of 4 million people, I think. Oh, counter attack on here. If he gets his ball right, they're in again. He's trying to go all the way himself. But he took it all the way and he scored. That's brilliant goal by Julian Alvarez, the Manchester City player. Croatia are in big trouble now. That's God, they'll be talking about that goal forever and a day and back home in Buenos Aires. It looked like he'd. I was going to accuse him there of being selfish by not passing it to a teammate and walking into traffic, but he got a look and it came back to him and he put it away ruthlessly. So fair play to him. What a run. What a goal. It's a long way back now for Croatia. Great play by Messi in the build up there too. He was fouled. Can't say that's woeful defending at the same time. By yeah. Dear. Yeah, Sosa there was very poor, wasn't he? Alvarez gets a bit of luck with the ball coming back to him after he ran into traffic, but he put it away, so fair play to him. He should have started this tournament. I don't know why Di Maria started the tournament instead of him. That didn't make sense to me. Welcome, Munzie. Big up, bro. Yeah. Looking like a long way back for the Croats now. But still, a goal before half time for Croatia would make this interesting. They won't give up, that's for sure. Could this turn out to be a pretty one-sided semi-final? That wouldn't have been what I had been expecting before kickoff. Messi's on the charge again. Oh, lovely ball to the left. Here's Enzo. Back inside again. No. I'm not sure. De Paul should have went for goal there. Should have played it out to the right. He's looking for the penalty. Did the Moscow Zorro hand it? Not for me. He's got his hands behind his back. You can't give that. That would be the first ever. Someone who's like Victor Lindelof, hands behind his back and gives away a penalty for handball. Imagine that, like. Yeah, Alvarez's goal. If you expected anyone to score the type of goal, it would have been Messi. Definitely the Messi of old, but tonight it's Alvarez. And there, oh, I thought that was another one there. Good save. McAllister. The Scottish Argentinian nearly scoring from a header from a corner there. Good save. Argentina are rampant here now. Messi near scoring direct from a corner there. It looks like there's only one team going to the final at the moment. But this World Cup is so unpredictable. They need to go as quickly as possible, Croatia. Although Holland didn't get their first goal when they were 2-0 down against the RDs until the 83rd minute. And the second one didn't come to the 11th minute of stoppage time. And oh! So close there to 2-1. Would have been so typical of the Croats to get back in the game immediately. Emilio Martinez had to be alert. Oh, Otamendi took one flush in the face there. Do you think it's over? Or do you think Croatia will come back again? Have they been 2-0 down in this tournament, though? Not sure. Obviously, Holland have come back from 2-0 down. But, yeah, this is going to be a tall order for Croatia. But, the Aussies can't be sloppy at the back. The need is only Waghorse on the bench for Croatia. I'm not sure they'll resort to just lumping it in. They probably would have had Mandzukic still, but I don't think he's in the squad anymore. I don't think Argentina will be caught out twice by that free kick that the Dutch did. They'll be watching for that in this match and the next one. You'd think so, anyway. There's only so many times you can do that before it becomes predictable. Weghorst did do that for his club, Wolfsburg, I think. But enough time had elapsed for defenders to forget about it. But you can't do it too often, or it becomes obvious, obviously. Here's Kovacic. Yeah. Oh, lovely play there. Kramaric. He's a tidy footballer. Wasn't good ball by Perisic. Yeah. Alvarez certainly got a helping hand by some dreadful defending there. Rufus finishing the end. There's Ronaldinho in the crowd. Applauding an Argentine goal. That's interesting. That's very gracious of him. Especially now that Brazil have been knocked out. You wouldn't have thought that he'd want Argentina to win the World Cup, but maybe he doesn't mind. So we're about 25 seconds away from half time. There's been a lot of stoppage time in this World Cup. Before it's quite moderate compared to what we've been used to at the end of each half in these games. Sometimes 11, 12, 13 minutes being added on. Let's see. He's in top form at the moment. And wins the free kick for his team. And that should be half time. Used all his experience there to draw in the defender, commit the foul. And he fell for it hook, line, and sinker. And that's half time, guys. Looking pretty ominous now. But the way this World Cup has been going, you wouldn't be surprised if it ends up 2 each. But I think I'm going to take a wee break now and go and get a drink while it's half time. So what do you think, guys? Do you think it was a penalty? I think so, but I don't think it was a deliberate foul. But he impeded him, so you kind of have to give the penalty. Let's see what Peter Walton has to say about this.
Win the ball from first thing. If he's challenging for the ball and he misses the ball completely and catches the player, in fact, what he's done there, he's been in the path of that forward, and therefore he's impeded his progress. So it has to be a foul. I can understand what they're saying in terms of, well, where else can he go? But the point is, in parallel to that, you think of an outfield player who slides in to make a challenge, misses the ball, catches the man. It's always a foul. So fast forward to the goalkeeper, he's done exactly the same.
No. Peter, you suggesting the goalkeeper is coming out in the line of the ball has to move out of the way to allow a player to have a free shot?
Yeah, that's kind of the point that I was making. That it was more of a coming together than a foul. That's why I wasn't 100% sure that it was a penalty. But he has stopped him from getting to the ball. But it's not deliberate at all. So it's definitely a debatable one. Let me know what you think, guys. Guy, Walton is adamant it's a penalty. Guy Neville not convinced. Guys in the studio just does not happen at all. Like Ian Wright just says, Peter Walton says it's a foul, and Ian Wright says no, it wasn't a foul. It seems if there's a line between, officials think it's a foul, but former players don't think it's a foul. And the former players will say, "Oh, you've never played the game. What would you know?" So it's one of them ones. AFC Fan TV says AW1 World Cup semi-final. So do you think it was a penalty? Bournemouth Fan TV, what's your thoughts on the controversial decision? Yeah, great solo run by Alvarez. Then he gets a bit of luck with the defensive errors, but once the ball comes to him again, he just puts that away with ruthlessness. And he's a player that doesn't always start for City and is often kept out of the team by Holland. That just shows you the resources the Man City have. Goalkeeper yellow cards. Right. So you think it was a penalty? Do you think Messi's name is on the trophy now? Or do you think he's going to lose another final? I'd say it's a toss-up between Messi and Griezmann for player of the tournament so far. Or there could be other players like some of the Moroccan lads could definitely come into the equation. Probably depending on how tomorrow night goes. The Morocco number 4, he's definitely stood out in this tournament. I think he plays for Fiorentina. Let me have a look. The Morocco fixture. This African Nations Cup in January again. Just no rest for these Moroccan players. They're playing Sudan on the 15th of January, then Madagascar on the 19th, and Ghana on the 23rd. I mean, given that the World Cup's in December, you think they'd, call off the African Nations Cup this next year, or at least delay it? Yeah, not even a month between the end of the World Cup and the start of the African Nations Championship. Let's see. Yeah, I think play of the tournament's going to be between Messi, Griezmann, and Amrabat, the midfielder for Morocco. Is there anyone you think I may have left out that may be a contender? So yeah, I'll run through that again. I think the player of the tournament's going to be either Messi, Griezmann, or Amrabat. Amrabat, the Moroccan number 4. He's been a mention this tournament. Is there anyone else you think could be a contender for player of the tournament? I know Mbappe might come into the equation, but for me, I think Griezmann has been France's best player. But that's just my opinion. Mbappe probably wasn't involved much in the England game, but Griezmann was instrumental. So does anyone expect a Croatian comeback here, or do you think it's just going to be a formality now? Yeah, Messi penalty. Okay, right. Interesting. So how do you think it's going to finish? You think it'll finish 2-0? Argentina get one or two more, or do you think it'll end up 2 each, like the last Argentina game? And let me know who you think is going to get player of the tournament. For me, it's between 3 players: Amrabat, Messi, and Griezmann are the contenders for player of the tournament for me at the moment now. Mbappe may come into the equation depending on how he does in the last 2 games. But Griezmann, I think, has been France's best player. Maybe Modric is not done yet either. But this is going to be a special game if Croatia get back into it. Yeah, so Peter Walton sends a penalty, but none of the ex players in the studio thought it was a penalty. So again, when it comes to controversial refereeing decision, there's a dividing line between the ex officials and the ex players. Yeah, I when I seen it, I thought, yeah, it'll not be overturned, but it's a bit of a difficult decision because it's more of a coming together than a foul. Really, what's he supposed to do? Just get out of the way? That's not going to happen. It was not a deliberate trip, not in a million years. But I suppose the ex players deal in common sense, whereas the ex officials deal in the rule book. But there's just a lot of decisions are purely subjective. But for me, it's not a penalty. I think that's my final conclusion. Yeah, just going to put that on Twitter that I don't think it was a penalty. I had my doubts about it, and I definitely concluded that it wasn't. And the pundits in the studio tend to agree with me. When it comes to debates between referees and ex-players, I often side with the ex-players. Croatia need a goal and fast. But Emi Martinez grabs it again. Not a great ball in by Modric. A third one here would definitely kill it off, I think. I don't think Croatia will come back from that. For me, as a neutral, I just want to see goals. I don't care which team scores them. I'm here to be entertained. I have no real preference either way. I care which of the four teams wins the World Cup, really. But as Ronaldo fanboys have irritated me so much in recent months, I kind of want Messi to win the World Cup, just to annoy them. Because I really don't like this idea of supporting players over football clubs. It's such a seems to be like a modern thing that I just will never be a part of. Long range effort there, straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. Fabio Capello behind R9 in the crowd there. There's Slavan Bilic. Pretty sure he's managed a Croatia team in the past. Almost 99% certain. Can't remember which World Cup it was though. A lot of empty seats there. The sort of second half of people still queuing for the prawn sandwiches or what? Petrovic coming on. Yeah, Brozovic off and Petkovic on. At some point in the second half, they're just going to have to bring on as many strikers as possible and just go for it. Will they try the Van Hal method of just launching it into the big man up front? Has he done with the likes of Weghorst and obviously Fellaini in the past? Do Croatia have the type of player on the bench? With Mandzukic not being available anymore? I thought Haneef was going to be joining me. certainly not giving in. They're on. They've had to go back now. Well defended there by Argentina. And now they've a chance of the ball was blocked. Chance for Croatia again. Yeah. Argentina give it away again. That was sloppiness now. Now. Petrovic, he's a big guy, isn't he? Oh, it was blocked. Yeah, Martinez will get that one. Strange seeing empty seats for a World Cup semi-final. Then they have to give up anyway, and you wouldn't expect them to. Certainly a Croatia ball went back and make things interesting. But that was a poor ball. Straight out of play. Overrun. It's a long way to go to watch your team lose, like, isn't it? That's why I've never been to a World Cup, but not that I have many opportunities with Ireland, let's be honest. The last time being 2002, of course. Been a couple of Euros since then, but nothing else. Even to qualify is a big achievement for us. Bit like Wales, first World Cup since 1958. But ultimately, it was a bit of a disastrous campaign for them. Oh, well defended there. Oh, it's counter on here. Brilliant ball, that is. Oh, they want it back again. You fluffed the opportunity, but you've got another chance. I get the sense that Argentina can score a third goal if they want to. And that definitely would put this game to bed. Here goes Messi. A bit of a physical tussle here with Zaro. Messi in again. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper, but it wasn't the strongest of efforts. He really should have buried that. You just back the roof of the net, the bulge there from Messi. Now the Croats have a chance. Now he cutting in his right foot. Oh, well charged down there. I think it was Romero. Here's Modric. Vlasic. Gets it into the big centre forward, Pekovic. Looking for shooting opportunity. Argentina defending well. Thrown in again. No. Easy away by Otamendi. I think as Croatia throw more men forward in search of the equaliser, Argentina will get more opportunities on the break. Messi really should have put the game to bed there. Wasn't a great effort, was it, by his standards? He's headed into the turf. Didn't really get hold of it. Here goes Perisic. Really can't get a decent ball in. Well defended. Argentina being superior, there's no doubt about that, but the Croatians will feel a sense of injustice with that penalty decision, which any sensible person would agree that it wasn't a spot kick. But of course, the ex-official thinks it's a penalty all day long. It's like the old boys club; they all back each other. It's just a coming together, really, isn't it? That being said, Argentina have scored again since then, and Croatia haven't managed to score, so they can have few complaints. Lovely play by Modric there. Free kick in a really good position for Croatia. You could really do with a goal here from this set piece. Yeah, that's a foul. By Bardides on Modric. Here he comes, Lisandro Martinez. At 5'9" centre back. And Paredes is the one coming off. Is he going to left back then, Martinez? All left-footed centre backs seem to fill in at left back at some point in their career. Oh, big chance. Oh, squandered it. Big opportunity for Croatia to get one back there. It's a really good ball in by Modric, as you would expect. They had a couple of chances at it there, but didn't take them. Yeah, here's an opportunity on the break now. And they slow it down and went backwards. Now, and Argentina have come a long, long way since losing their opening game to Saudi Arabia. All the talk was that they could be eliminated in the group stage, and here they are on the brink of the final. Though it turned out to be nothing more than a blip. It was probably just complacency, not taking their opponent seriously enough. But the manager has progressed by bringing Enzo and Alvarez into the team. For me, the Argentine team at the start of the tournament there was too many veterans in the team. Now it has a more fresher look about it. So 8 attempts on goal to 6 and 6 shots on target to 0. So Croatia have had no shots on target in this game. So they can't have too many complaints about the penalty decision that didn't go their way. I mean, you don't have a shot on target, you're probably not going to win football games. Not to sound like Michael Owen or anything. I think Messi's been superb in this tournament. There's been a lot of criticism of him. He's never scored in the knockout stages until this World Cup, but in the knockout stages here, I think he's been really, really good. So if he goes on to win it on Sunday night, then he will deserve it. I reckon a certain Portuguese number 7 will be watching the final from behind the couch. Croats not giving up just yet, though, as you would expect. Here's another counter-attack opportunity. Alvarez looking for support. No, he's. Don't think that was the right ball, but still alive. Is he going for the header there? All right, you're not challenging Rio Ferdinand now, Messi. You're not going to win too many unless you're up against Ferdinand. He'll just leave you completely unmarked. I'm only joking, of course. Ferdinand was a legend for the club, but we all remember that time that he completely lost Messi in the Champions League final. In that game where Ronaldo was the one who was renowned for scoring headers, and Messi was the one who scored a header in the game. I will not go there. Croatia still plugging away, but Argentina still look more likely to get a third than Croatia look likely to score. As I say, there's just going to be lots of opportunities on the break now for Argentina. If I was a betting man, I'd say it'll be 3-0 rather than 2-1. They just have more quality. They've been the better team. they've had more shots on target. They've created more chances. Yeah, there's nothing between them in terms of work rate, but just Argentina have just got that wee bit more stardust. No, needless to say, with Messi in the team. But apart from him, yeah, I still think Argentina have more quality. I don't think Romero mind that yellow because I don't think you can miss the final unless you're sent off here. Your record is wiped clean of yellow cards from previous in the tournament once you reach the semi-finals. All United fans will remember Don Fletcher missing the Champions League final, but it was a red card, I think, which was undeserved. But of course, Keenan Scholes missed the Champions League final by getting yellow cards in the semi-finals. But yeah, in this day and age, you can't miss finals by getting booked in a semi-final. Messi on the charge again here. Brilliant. Now there it is. Game over. Messi pulls it back to Alvarez. 3-0. Game over. Messi's been sensational in this tournament. This must be a hard watch for Ronaldo fanboys. Messi into the final and playing some incredible stuff. Look at that. He's a 35-year-old, and he's going past people and they're not there. So I'd love to see an Argentina-France final, just for the spectacle of it. I think we'd witness some great football. But if Morocco get there, then they deserve it. Just obviously Morocco will have to play some very will have to play the low block and play in the counter attack. If I had a preference, I want to see two attacking teams go at each other. But if Morocco won the World Cup, no matter how they done it, that would be a sensational story. But I think most neutrals would love to see Argentina against France. This game is over now. Even a team as determined as Croatia would probably have lost heart at this point. Palacios coming on now. Looks like I'm going to be riding solo throughout this whole show, unless Haneef's going to join me at the end for a quick analysis. Wasn't what I intended, but that's the way things go. You definitely can't complain about a penalty decision whenever you've lost 3-0. You just have not been good enough tonight, Croatia. They've created very little and just been very, very average. They've finally run out of steam. And if I'm honest, I'm wishing we got the Brazil-Argentina semi-final now, because Croatia have been a major disappointment here. Yeah. Derby 501ist is most likely it's a wrap. Yeah, I would say so. I don't think anyone would argue that now. If anything, it could be 4. It's men against boys out there, really. Hey, don't forget that our Manchester United podcast is back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. GMT, where we'll be talking about the the Burnley game that's coming up. I look back at the tour in Spain and talking about one or two of the youngsters that have impressed in that tour. And we'll look ahead to the restart of the Premier League as well. So we've not been doing many of the United podcasts naturally, as there's not been much to talk about during the World Cup, but we'll be back up and running again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. So please join us and get in the comments and let me know how much you're looking forward to the restart, as I'm sure you all are, especially if you're an England fan. Notice when England go out of the World Cup, the coverage significantly drops of the tournament. I mean, after the England France game, I haven't seen much talk about the tournament till I turned on this game tonight. I almost forgot that the World Cup was still on. So, guys, let me know, who do you think will be joining Argentina in the final? Do you think it'll be France, or do you think Morocco will shock the world again? I'd love to see an underdog like Morocco win the tournament, but from a entertainment point of view, I think France and Argentina would be an amazing game. I think a Madrid shot that was blocked came back and hit him in the face. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That was really exit from the tournament. But they wouldn't have even expected to get this far, the Croats. So I know it's horrible to lose a semi-final, but they've got to be proud of how they played in this tournament. They wouldn't have been expected to beat Brazil, and they did, or albeit on penalties. Do you guys also feel a sense of disappointment that we didn't get the Brazil-Argentina semi-final, given how poorly Croatia have performed here? That would have been an absolute humdinger. Have Brazil and Argentina ever met in the World Cup? I've been posing this question, but no one seems to be able to answer it, so I'm going to try and answer it myself. Another Croat substitution, but I think it matters little at this point. Modric is off and looking very emotional. Oh, interesting. So Brazil and Argentina have met 4 times in the history of the World Cup. The record is fairly balanced, with 2 wins for Brazil, 1 for Argentina, and a draw. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that now, but I'm not surprised. I wonder what years this happened in. So, Brazil and Argentina met 4 times, right? The 4 games took place in the span of 5 World Cups between 74 and 90. In 1974 and 1978, the rivals met within the groups that defined the qualifiers for the final. In the first meeting, Brazil beat Argentina but finished second in the group, which is won by the Netherlands. 4 years later, a 0-0 draw helped Argentina qualify from the group that also included Peru and Poland. In 1982, Brazil and Argentina met again in the same phase. Salao defeated the rivals 3-1 in one of the great games of the mythical team that included Zico and Socrates. But the defeat to Italy ended up eliminating Brazil from the competition. The last confrontation was in 1990. Already in the current format, in the round of 16, Brazil played a game with great possession and scoring chances, but Maradona balanced the rhythm with a brilliant individual play before Claudio Canega's goal. Okay. So they met 4 times at the World Cup. 2 wins for Brazil, 1 for Argentina, and a draw between 74 and 90. So, yeah, I couldn't remember Brazil and Argentina playing each other in the World Cup in my lifetime, and they haven't. But it'd be nice to see that this time around, but it wasn't to be. Will Morocco finally run out of steam, or are they going to surprise a third European giant in a row? So the final will be at 3 o'clock on Sunday. It won't be the usual 7 o'clock kickoff, just in case anyone gets caught out by that. That's if you're watching UK or Ireland, by the way. It's just a matter of passing the minutes now. This game is long gone. I mean, even a Croat goal at this point would be a consolation. Nearly got one there from the set piece. Nicely flicked on the back of Seb by Perisic, but Lovren couldn't put it away at the back post. I think this is the end of the road for a lot of those veteran Croats. Modric, Perisic, and Lovren, and so on. We'll see Kramaric again, but it's an end of an era for Croatia. A lot of the big names will be retiring now from international football, I would have thought. Is the name on the trophy for Messi? Get in the comments and let me know what you think. I personally don't mind Messi winning the World Cup. I know there's a lot of United fans, Ronaldo fans who don't want to see that happen, but I don't care. You know, if Messi wins the World Cup, you know, all power to him. Molina coming on for McAllister now. I always find McAllister's a very strange name for, you know, a Spanish-speaking country. But obviously there's some kind of Scottish heritage there. And fourth coming on for Grea. Or although no Growth and Grea are coming on for at the same time, sorry. Yeah, Dybala is on now as well. A number of substitutions made. Is that the first time we've seen Dybala in this tournament? Amazing that he hasn't kicked many balls in this tournament. Given what a player he is, I mean, he would start for 99% of countries. He definitely saw for Ireland. But yeah, he's hardly played for Argentina in this tournament. Paulo Dybala. Someone who's been quite often linked with United in his career, but that transfer has never materialised. So unfortunately, in the end, you know, Haneef's not been able to join us. He's been working late tonight. That's a pity, but yeah, sometimes you have to ride solo in this job. No doubt if Argentina win this World Cup, they would dedicate it to Maradona, who sadly passed away 2 years ago. And finally, Messi will be able to join him in Argentine folklore as being a legend and a World Cup winner. Boy, Messi's been up for this World Cup big time. I've been heavily critical of performances in World Cups, particularly in the knockout stages of tournaments. He hadn't managed a goal in the knockout phase until this tournament, but he's been brilliant in nearly every game for Argentina in this tournament, and he looks nailed on for player of the tournament at the moment now, and he'll be looking to bring home the trophy. Just got to the final, of course, in 2014 and lost to Brazil in extra time. A goal by Mario Götze in extra time in that game. After Germany had beaten Brazil 7-1 in the Maracanã. So no one will forget that one. Other team effort from Croatia there. Cryer, I think it was. Bread and butter stuff, that for the goalkeeper, yeah. Meyer. Yeah, they've gone out with a whimper here, really, Croatia. It's been a very, very disappointing display. But they've done well to get this far. Not many people would have anticipated that, especially given they played Brazil in the last round. But this game was over at 2-0, really, wasn't it? And the third goal just ended it as a contest completely. I think Croatia really just gave up at that point mentally. That's just really Ole football from the Argentinians. Father, even another opportunity to waste a few seconds. Now, there's no need to add on like something ridiculous here, like 12 minutes. I mean, this game is done and dusted. Just add on the minimal amount of added time. Messi's at it again. I forgot even Dybala was at this tournament. He's played so little. So 5 minutes added on. It's totally unnecessary. I mean, Croatia are not going to get 3 goals in 5 minutes. So it's just a complete waste of time. Bread and butter stuff again for Emi Martinez. So many Martinez's in this Argentina squad. Martinez must be like Smith in Argentina. So just one more game left for Messi to finally win that prize that has eluded him his whole career. So it'll be Argentina against France or Morocco on the 18th of December at 3 o'clock UK time. Don't forget that it's not 7 o'clock now, guys, on Sunday, it's 3 o'clock. Not sure what time the third place playoff kicks off at, the game that nobody wants to play in. But it looks like Croatia are definitely going to be in it. And they played in that game before. France 98, I think. Did they win that game? I think so. Another corner for Croatia, but I mean, this is formality now. They're not going to score 3 goals in 2.5 minutes. All right, back to the halfway line again. So yeah, as much as I want to see an underdog do well, like Morocco, France against Argentina would be a sensational final. If I remember correctly, 4 years ago they met in the last 16. I think it was 3-2 to France. Yeah, it was an amazing game. I wouldn't be surprised if it was that type of final as well, if they met each other. But let's see. What Morocco have shown so far is that it's not going to be easy for France. Although maybe they could run out of steam like Croatia have here. Even if Morocco put in another one of those magnificent defensive displays tomorrow night, Mbappe could be the one that kind of produces that wee bit of magic to unlock their defense. But let's see. I think the best thing for the game would be if France scored early on and force Morocco to come out more and try to score, because Morocco just going to get numbers behind the ball and play on the counter again. But yeah, I'm not averse to the underdogs winning. But yeah, Argentina against France would be the final that I would want to see from a neutral point of view, on an entertainment point of view. But I do not blame Morocco at all for the style of football that they've adopted, because you can't go toe to toe with teams who are got better players than you. But they have done sensationally well even to get this far. But can they do it again and make it to a final, Morocco? That would be just incredible. Already the first African team to make it to a semi-final, or to make it to a final, would be just out of this world. Long range effort goes over the bar from Croatia, and that should be it. So guys, don't forget that we're back with the Man United podcast tomorrow night at 6 p.m. GMT, discussing the Tour of Spain, looking ahead to Burnley, talking transfers. So we'll see everyone then. Please like and share and subscribe to the podcast, and comment your thoughts down below, and we'll see you again tomorrow night.